Hello, Susan Yasui here with chapter 13 of Through the Eyes of a Child, which is my daughter's and my story of the differences in cultures between her Japanese father and me, her American mother. So here we are, chapter 13, and the title is The Same Cat. And remember, this is through my daughter's voice. All right. Oh no, I'm really upset. My mom was crying when I got up in the morning. She was leaning over the newspaper and said that another world leader had been shot and killed. My mom was in high school when President Kennedy was killed. An announcement came over the loudspeaker in her classroom telling of the tragedy. She didn't really understand what had happened at first, but she knew it was terrible because her teacher was sobbing. They went home early that day. Then, years later, my mom woke to the sound of the radio announcer sobbing into his microphone that it had happened again. President Kennedy's brother had been killed too. The sound of the announcer's voice is still clear in my mom's mind these many years later, as if she just heard it. I remember when my puppy died. I was really upset then because I loved my puppy so much. My mom told me a story of a man that had a favorite kitty. His son had brought the kitty home and begged his parents to be able to keep it. The dad said no because they lived too near to a busy street. The cat might get run over by a car. But finally he said okay, and then the cat really became the dad's pet. Every night the cat would sleep in the same spot near the dad's bed. Well, sure enough, the cat eventually did get hit by a car, and the little boy's dad was more upset than anyone. But then a miracle happened. A couple of months later, a new little kitten came to the door. When they let it in, it went right over to the same place on the floor and laid down right where the other cat always slept. The little boy's father was so happy, and he was sure this was the same cat in a new cat body. My mom said that this kind of thing fits in the realm of religion, which is a personal thing for each person. Maybe that was not really the same cat, and his cat went to my daddy's. Maybe that was not really the same cat, and his cat went to cat heaven or something like that when it died. But my Japanese relatives come back to my daddy's hometown once a year at Obon time, so maybe the animals we love come back too. And maybe that man's kitty decided to come back as a cat again, not just as a spirit. It is really confusing, but somehow I feel better thinking that my puppy will come back again sometime, or that these great leaders that we've lost in the past will join us again sometime in the fight for world peace, at least in spirit. All right, that finishes that chapter. So thank you so much. And chapter 14 next is, the title is Waiting in the Snow. That's kind of a fun story. All right, thank you again. Bye-bye.